Kia ora everyone, Murray here again, probably for my last time during this COVID-19 madness, sitting in my front room at Waiheke Island talking to you. I was thinking before, it was about 7 weeks ago, just as we were starting to go into lockdown for COVID-19, that I started to think, now what could I actually do to help you, my colleagues out there, help you take your kids through this period of madness, this period of craziness. I wanted to make sure that you would have some resources that could help their learning continue. So it was then that I decided that I would have a go at putting down on film some of my favourite writing lessons for you to share with your kids. Yep, I had a go at it. And I suppose if I think back on it, what was I trying to do? Well, I was trying to make sure that whatever I put down would be fun for kids. I was trying to make sure that whatever I put down would be motivating for them. I was trying to make sure that whatever I put down, it was actually showing you what I believe good practice is all about. And of course, I wanted it to be free for you as well. Yeah, that was 7 weeks ago. Now, how have we got on? Well, I'm absolutely delighted. I think we ended up making 14 video clips in all. I think just over 2,000 of you have actually subscribed to the YouTube channel, which means that you've been looking regularly at it. And I look at the number of viewings that some of those clips have had. Yeah, the most popular ones got about 8,000 viewings, down to about 3,000 for 2 or 3 others. But I've been absolutely delighted. I've also been delighted with some of the correspondence I've had from you over the last 7 weeks. Some of you who corresponded with me were teachers I'd worked with years ago, who reminded me of the work that I used to do with you, and how looking at me on video brought it all back to them. That was always lovely to hear. Some of you were teachers who I taught right back in the 80s and in the 90s at Teachers College in Wellington. That was so nice to hear from people again. Who else? Well, some were just teachers that I'd never heard of before, who were total strangers to me, but who often actually sent through not just their thanks, but samples of their kids' writing for me to have a look at. I've loved seeing the kids' writing. Well, I even got messages from parents and grandparents about how grateful they were as well. And I think the most exciting one I had of the lot was from a guy, I've no idea how old he is now, I suspect in his 40s, who I taught in Form 1 in Wellington many, many years ago, who reminded me of that time and how seeing me on video brought it all back. So it's the old silver linings thing, hey, in times of crisis, in times of craziness. That's been great. Now, what am I going to do with this now? Well, I was very happy for it to be up there during level 4, happy for it to be up there in level 3 as well. But now, as we go into level 2, and especially with you guys getting your kids back at school on Monday, I decided to make these lessons actually private, to actually take them off the public access aspect of YouTube. I've loved them being there. I know that they've been useful to you, just as I was hoping, but I've decided, yeah, it's probably time for the next steps. Well, what am I thinking of? Well, anything could happen, of course, but at the moment my thinking is this. Maybe instead of just getting rid of them entirely, I might put them together as a resource that maybe schools or teachers could purchase if they wanted to. Hey, let's face it, a boy's got to make a living. I'm thinking to myself, maybe schools or teachers could buy a license for it, which they can look at from time to time whenever they wanted to. What else would be part of it? Well, my thinking at the moment is maybe each term I add 2 or 3 new films, new ideas up there, so the whole thing continues to build. New ideas for teachers all the time. Maybe I want to supplement these with ideas for teachers on how to actually organise and manage your class around the things that I give you. Maybe I want to even try and take a camera out to schools and actually try and capture me working with some kids around some of these things. That's a bit harder, of course, because then you've got to go a bit professional in terms of sound and everything like that. So all these ideas are just going through my head at the moment. Thought I would give you a bit of a heads up on it. Now, how will you know what my next steps on this are? Well, if I was you, would just keep an eye on my website. There's the address up there, www.murraygadd.co.nz. So yeah, I think quite a few of you already are subscribers to that website rather. If you are subscribers, I have no doubt that you'll get notification if a new resource is going to go up there and everything. If you're not, you might want to have a look at it and see how you could become a subscriber so you will get notification of anything new that's coming through on it and everything. That's my thinking at the moment anyway. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say, obviously, a huge thanks for all you people for supporting me during this period, the same as I've tried to support you. Yeah, as Jacinda said, we are a team of 5 million, hey. I suppose within the teaching world, we're a team of about 250,000 or something like that. We've tried to actually support each other as time goes on. But I also wanted to say good luck for next week. Your kids are back on Monday. I hope you have a great time with them. It may take a while to actually get things going a little bit with them. I hope even if you don't have access to my videos, you'll remember some of the ideas in them if you haven't shared them with your kids already. Maybe you want to make your own versions of them. That's up to you. And what will I be doing next week? Well, I'm going to actually put my feet up for a week because I'm going to wait till the week after before I hit schools again. I've got about 25 schools on the go this year. So from Monday week, I'll be going in full-time into schools again, right through to the end of the year, trying to keep supporting you as best as I can. That's it from me. Good luck. Hope I get to meet lots of you as time goes on. Thanks.